What's going on, guys? D Manzano here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate that. Before we get into the review, I want to take one quick moment out of my day to say thank you so much to each and every one of you that watched my short horror film that I recently did. If you didn't know already, I recently entered a contest that Moment and 368 were holding, and I found out this morning that I won first place. So thank you so much. If you voted, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, and I'm super happy. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. But on with the review. Last night I went and saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, and here's a fun fact about me. I actually love Queen music, so I was very excited going in to see this movie. Did I like it though? I don't know. Stick around and find out. Bohemian Rhapsody tells a story of the iconic band Queen, showing all of the highs and lows of the band members, mainly Freddie Mercury. Now let me start by saying this. From the very opening shot, you're immediately locked in by the cinematography. It let me know right then and there that whoever was behind the camera knew what they were doing. And there's shots like that all throughout that made me think to myself, wow, what a beautiful shot. Wow, that's a gorgeous shot. What a dope shot. And as an aspiring filmmaker myself, I personally felt inspired by seeing certain things like that. But let's talk about the true breakthrough piece of this entire movie, Rami Malek. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I know before you say anything, I've been living under a rock because I don't know any of this guy's previous work, but I am truly a fan after seeing his performance in this movie. There's countless amounts of moments where you think to yourself, my God, he looks just like Freddie Mercury. And it's not just the visual aspect, it's his entire portrayal. It's the way he carries himself, the way he talks, his charm. He's got this effortless swagger. He was just very enjoyable to watch. You know, some people just have that very strong on-screen presence, and Rami's definitely one of those people. The chemistry between all of the band members seemed very effortless. They really seemed like a legit band. The first act of this film is actually really enjoyable. We get to see how this group of people actually became Queen. And as a Queen fan, I found it really enjoyable to see the process and creation of these certain songs that many found to be not marketable at all, but later on became beloved by so many people to this day. And of course, with any band movie, we have to see the negative sides. We have to see the arguments, the fallout between band members, the downfall of Freddie Mercury, the egos, which wasn't really something that I enjoyed seeing that much, but we'll get to that in a second. The third act for me is what really brought it home. I mean, talk about pulling on your heartstring. I'll admit, I was in my feels at least 3 times back to back. And by the time I saw the final performance, I just felt so moved by Freddie Mercury singing to a crowd full of people singing back at him. I shed a few tears. I'm a man about it, don't judge me. But to my negatives about Bohemian Rhapsody, I always seem to be in this position of trying to figure out if these negatives are actually negative. But I have to talk about them because I didn't enjoy them. As I said in the beginning, we get to see the ups and downs of Freddie Mercury. We see a man who has everything, but still missing something deep down inside. For anybody that didn't know this already about Freddie Mercury, spoiler alert, he was bisexual. And we see how him discovering this about himself affects his life, and how a big ego can almost ruin everything. And this is all shown in the second act of the movie. And again, this is more of the negative, dark tone of the movie. I just didn't like it. The first act is so funny and charming and positive, and then it's brought down so quickly and so hard, and it's so sad and depressing, and I just kept thinking, okay, I get it. Let's hurry up and get this figured out so we can get back to the good stuff. But like I said, I don't really know if you can call that a negative because this actually happened in Freddie Mercury's life. I understand why it had to be shown. I just didn't like it. I just thought to myself, man, I was so on board with the first bit of this movie. Please do not let the rest of the movie be like this. And thankfully, when things pick back up and get in motion, it just takes off and saves the movie. Overall, I really enjoyed watching this movie. And I'll tell you this right now, if you're a fan of Queen music, it is almost impossible not to want to sing along while watching the film. There were so many times where I wanted to sing out loud along with the movie, but I had to be a courteous moviegoer. I was trying to be respectful. I didn't want to be that guy. I almost felt like I was at an actual Queen concert, and I wanted to scream and clap and cheer with the rest of the crowd in the movie, but I couldn't. But when I watched this again in the comfort of my own home, you bet your ass I will. In the end, I think they did a really good job at telling the story of a man who didn't want to be remembered for his sexuality or as the poster boy for AIDS. He really just wanted to be remembered for his legacy. He wanted to be remembered as a musical legend, and that he is. Do I recommend this film? If you're a Queen fan, duh, that's a dumb question, go buy your tickets. But what if you're not that familiar with Queen, or you're on the fence about whether or not it might be interesting to you or not? I'd still say, yeah, I'd recommend the film. Go check it out. And even if you don't end up liking the music, I still think Rami's performance alone is worth watching. I hope he gets nominated for an Oscar. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, as always, please hit the subscribe button, give me a like, comment down below. Are you a fan of Queen's music? If so, I want to know what your favorite song is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next movie review.